What's up, everyone? So, I have a really important question for you. Have you ever taken the time out of your day to drive to a boba shop only to realize that they don't have any tapioca pearls? Like, what? What? Why is it open? If I want boba, I want tapioca pearls. You feel me? Is this just me? I was devastated. My first boba time with Milapede, and I ain't got no tapioca pearls. Am I even a real boba aficionado? That's the real question. But hey, that's up for y'all to decide. But yeah, welcome everyone to my new series, Boba with Milapede. I'm really excited to start this. I've wanted to do this for a while now, and I've been thinking of what important questions I need to talk about. So each series will be a different question that I'm asked frequently on my stream, twitch.tv/Milapede. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. But yeah, so today we're gonna talk about 5 tips, and I was trying to think of tips that were unique and different from ones that you always hear. So hopefully these can help you if you're interested in starting Twitch, or even if you're just interested in learning about why I started and why some other streamers might start their own Twitch. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. So today, first of all, we're gonna talk about the boba that I got for today. As y'all heard earlier, I unfortunately did not have tapioca pearls, but you know what? We stay positive. We stay positive through these hard times of not having tapioca pearls. Oh, poor me, poor me. Anyways, since I didn't have tapioca pearls, what I usually order versus what I ordered now. So, it's kind of melted. Yes, I did drink some already. You can't blame me. It was a long ride home. It was a whole 40 minutes. I couldn't go without it. It was just there in my cup holder, just staring at me, just like looking at me with desperate eyes. Just drink. It was saying, drink me, over and over. I left some for y'all. So let's drink some boba together. Y'all ready? Let's go. So the boba I got today was peach green tea, which is the one I usually get. This is actually how I can tell if a boba place is good. I'll order the peach green tea, and it depends on the quality of the tea that they brew and the quality of the tapioca pearls that they put in it. And you know, you always want the tapioca pearls to be like the perfect consistency, and you can tell if they cooked them that day or not, or at least I can. I'm sure a lot of you can too, but that's definitely the one that I choose, because if they can brew their tea correctly, then they've probably got it down and they probably know what they're doing. I usually get half sugar and half ice because, you know, health. Alright, so on to the good stuff, right? So today I'm going to be talking to you about my tips, why I got started, and where I think you should go from here if you're just starting out. I wanted to go through 5 different tips that I thought were unique and different from what you might have already seen, and something that can actually add value to your life if you're interested in streaming. Also, if you're interested in just my personal journey and experiences through being a Twitch streamer. The 5 different tips I want to talk about today are: number 1, finding your why. Number 2, having a good setup, design, and brand. Number 3, feeling comfortable talking to yourself on stream. Number 4, entertaining people, but also realizing that you need to figure out how you're unique and what's different about you. And last, what to do if no one's talking in stream, and how to make sure that you're still engaging. So the first tip is to find your why, and I think this is the most important tip because it's something that's really, really important for not just streaming, but success overall. I recommend finding your why even before you start streaming. This is your purpose, right? This is what you're most passionate about. And you know, you see those people, and when they're talking about certain subjects, you see that sparkle come into their eye, and that's when you know that that is their why, and they have been able to find purpose through whatever they're talking about. I think that having this why is how you'll stay motivated throughout all the hard times, and maybe when you see other people maybe growing faster than you can be happy for them because you know that they're following their path and their why, and you have your own path as well. So everyone has their own way of doing this and finding it. For me, I'll kind of explain how I found my why. Growing up, I never knew what I wanted to do, right? I always knew that I was interested in a few things. I knew I was interested in diversity. So, I would go to sleep and I would get both a laku noc and a good night from my father, who was American, and my mother, who's Serbian. So I've always had that multicultural side of me, and I thought it was cool to see how different cultures really live in different ways and how we can all still be so connected on so many different levels as well. So that's something I was really interested about, but also I realized that throughout my life, I've always wanted to make sure that everyone was included. I think I am a very empathetic person. Whenever I watch like any movie, I'm automatically bawling. I mean, everyone has bawled to Up, right? Like Up is just so sad in the beginning, but all movies, man, any movie, you name it, I will cry. So I was like, I don't know, what do I want to be? Maybe an international human rights lawyer. Like that sounds like it kind of merges those things. But no one wants to study that much, Like I don't want to be reading books all day. But no, all jokes aside, I realized that my why was rooted in 4 different things. So I kind of embody these, or I try to, in all of my streams. Diversity and culture, number 1. Positivity, number 2. There's too much negativity in this world, and it's important to just stay positive. And it helps you. It really does help you get through things. 3rd, helping others feel loved and appreciated. I was bullied for a while because I tried to stand up for people, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted it, and I'm happy that I was able to stand up for people and really become someone that I can be proud of, right? Even if it did result in bullying. So I really want to make sure others feel appreciated as well. And then constantly growing and helping others to grow is my 4th. So I try to incorporate all these pillars into my stream, and I recommend that you find your why to do the same. I think that was the longest one because that really is one of the most important. I would say number 2 is to have a good setup, design, and brand. So this is a lot in one tip, right? Some small things that I've realized is you need to really just talk about starting and begin to try to start, even if you don't have everything. That's always the problem, right? It's always, oh, I don't have enough equipment to start. People aren't gonna watch me. But even if you don't have all the equipment, I promise you it'll be worth it if you start and you try. 'Cause you don't want to invest all your money and then maybe a few months in you realize it's not your thing, right? So definitely just start with what you have and grow from there. If anything, you'll get experience on how to talk on stream and how to feel more comfortable doing that, so that when you do have more funds to invest, if you are still interested, that you can do that and you have already tried some things and you're ready to try new things as well. I would say also with the design and the brand, making sure your brand is unique and to yourself. Next, I would say to feel comfortable talking to yourself. And this one takes practice. So it really does. It's hard, especially at the beginning when you're averaging 0 to 3 views and no one's talking in the chat. You really have to become creative. For me, when I'm like in the car, sometimes I'll practice talking to myself. Like I'll literally practice, and if someone like looks over and they see me doing that, they probably think I'm crazy. But it has helped so much in terms of getting comfortable and feeling confident on stream. And I would also recommend writing down a few topics so that if no one is talking in stream, you can actually look at those topics and use them. And this kind of like interrelates with the last tip, which is to make sure that you have those topics to talk about. Staying up to date with gaming topics, that's a really good one, because you know, if you're playing a game, everyone's a gamer. If someone's watching and they see you talking about gaming trends, that's something you know for sure they're going to be passionate about if they're watching a game, and they might choose to interact with you. I would also advise making sure that you make it about the people who are watching you, and you interact as if they're your friend, because they really are, and they're there to hang out and to have fun. And so just asking them questions about them, their lives, what they're interested in, and then developing conversations off of that. That's a really good one. It kind of goes on to another tip, which is to entertain people, because it is Twitch. It is a place where people come to be entertained, but also find what's unique about you and make sure that you're showing that within your streams, and don't be afraid to be different. You might think, oh, if I voice these views, or if I'm different, people won't like me, people won't want to watch me. But trust me, there is an audience for everyone out there, and if you are trying to please everyone, then no one's gonna watch you, because people want to feel connected to others who have those same values as them. And when they see that you have those values and that you are communicating them, they feel much more connected to you over someone else. So you're always thinking, why would someone watch me versus another streamer? Me specifically, right? I really like to support women, and I appreciate when my community is progressive towards that as well. You know, the equality of all, that's what's really important. In the gaming community, there is a lot of toxic behavior, and my stream has seen that. Since I play Valorant, we have a good time and we laugh about it, laugh it off, you know, talk about the deeper issues sometimes. And at first I was scared that people weren't gonna watch because of that view, but now I realize, no, like, I'm gonna stay true to what I believe in, and my community has been very supportive of that. And yeah, when you think about it, if you're voicing your opinions and your values, then your community will find you. Those people that are in that same niche will find you, and you're gonna have a much more enjoyable experience when you're streaming. So think about this. If you want to do it in the long run, why would you ever deal with people who are negative or who don't have those, you know, core values that you have? I'm not saying they can't have differing opinions. I'm just saying the core values. For me, right, core values are no bullying, no like making fun of people, LGBTQ+, right? And also just like being a nice human being, you know, imagine that. So yeah, I think it's important to do that. And then lastly, I would recommend that you do not rage too much and you don't get too upset when you lose. I know it's hard. I've done it too. I know. When they're watching, obviously they want to be entertained. They feel bad when you're moping all the time, and just changing that mindset and really channeling the positive into everything is what I think will get you a lot further. Unless, of course, you're like, what's that guy, like Tyler, whatever, who just rages on stream all the time and that's literally his brand. You could do something crazy like that. I'm not stopping you. You do you. But that's just how I've seen it. That's my opinion. And then last, my big tip, especially when you're first starting off, is to invite. And literally, like, everyone says, I don't have this many people, but trust me, you do. Whoever you talk to, if it's your colleague, if it's your dog, not your dog, okay, your dog probably doesn't have a Twitch, but if it does, that's kind of cool. Maybe invite your dog. But just invite 3 to 5 people who you know can at least tab your stream in the background as they're doing something else. Because if you think about Twitch statistics, there are so many people streaming. A lot of those people have 0 views. Even if you have 3 to 4 views, it puts you so much higher in the searchability that it's insane. Like, you're more likely to get a raid, you're more likely to have someone discover you while they're browsing. There's so many positives to it. So I would recommend having those people, 2 to 3 or 2 to 5, however many, come into your stream. They can tab it. They can also mute the tab. Make sure they don't mute Twitch, because if they mute Twitch, it doesn't count as a view, and a lot of people don't know that, so be careful on that one. Sometimes I even ask those people that I invited. So I invited my mom, 2 friends from school, and 2 high school friends. You can even invite more than that and just hope that at least 2 to 3 of them will show up. And I recommend asking whoever you feel comfortable with to ask you questions throughout stream, so it gives off that chat interaction vibe. So if someone else comes in, they feel more comfortable interacting as well. And that's something I don't really hear a lot. Like, no one really talks about that, but it's something that has helped me in the beginning. It was really cool once people would start to come in and interact with the people that I knew in real life, and then it kind of created that community feeling for them, and then they started coming back. So it's just small tips like that. I have a lot more. I'm unfortunately ending my 5 tips for starting streamers with this boba time. Y'all, I didn't drink this boba once. Oops. Okay, I'll drink it now. Boba time with Mila. Okay, this one's scuffed, but next time I'll drink more boba during the video. I'm throwing my own YouTube video, but this is in line with my streams because I'm just a scuffed person in general. But you know what? Oh well. All jokes aside, I appreciate you watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, or comment down below. I would really like for you to comment down below what tip you thought was the most useful and maybe how you're gonna use it, or if you have other tips for other people who are watching this video. It would be awesome if you would comment those down below as well, so that we can, share the love and the advice, and hopefully we can all succeed together. And yeah, I'm really glad you came. If you are interested, please go check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/Milapede, and have a great day. Thank you for coming to Boba Time with Milapede. I will be doing another one soon with tapioca pearls next time. Hope you all have a good day, and fight on, as we say at USC.